Welcome back to Campus Connect. Once again, I'm your host, Ed Yaw, and my guest today is Dr. Kathleen Waldron, president of William Paterson University. Well, again, thank you for being here. We've had a wonderful conversation so far. Really want to talk a little bit about some of the specialized programs that I know that William Paterson offers, and perhaps you could share some of that information with us as well.
Sure. I mean, it's very interesting how students pick their degree programs, and that often drives the way a university sets up programs. But William Paterson University is, I think, quite unique in some of the specific academic programs it has. We have the Katsakos College of Business, which has two programs that really stand out. One is the sales program, and the other is the undergraduate degree in financial planning. And we're very proud that we have a financial center on campus that's a live trading floor with terminals, and all of the students who major in finance or in economics or just in business in general pass through that trading floor. The sales planning undergraduate degree in sales could not be better. It's one of the top ranked programs in the country, and those students really excel. They get very sophisticated, and we're very grateful to the Russ Berry Foundation for having funded that program for many, many years, which is now taking its place among leading academic programs. The financial planning is a newer program, but already came home this year with the students winning the National Collegiate Championship competition in financial planning, and those students were fabulous. Not only did they come home with the gold, which makes any president proud, but the students just wrote to me last week, and they're with their winnings, because they got a cash award too. They are setting up a scholarship with some of the money that they won to fund a student going to college next fall, and they intend to do that every fall, hopefully for the rest of their lives as they move through their careers. So we're very grateful to students who think about the import of what a really good academic program can mean for them. And then, of course, our jazz program is world famous. We have a wonderful jazz student program, and then during the summer workshops with international people coming from all over to teach jazz, to study jazz, and then the students go on tour around the world fairly regularly. Our biology program and our pre-med programs and pre-law programs are also quite good. And we probably have now about 500 students studying biology, and that's many of those students will move into health types of careers and go on to graduate school when they're done.
Well, that's an outstanding array of programs. I'm familiar with many of them. Certainly the financial markets program that you have. I've seen the labs, and it's been a model for some of the programs that we've done here. And I know that you had them several years ago, so the live trading floor and so forth. And it really speaks volumes of your students to start a scholarship and to start that, which we always try to promote, giving back to the university that has helped them achieve these wonderful things. And of course, I'm very familiar with the jazz program. We're very proud of our music program here as well, and have an outstanding faculty. And I know that there's some relationships between our faculty as well in the music area. So that's and the rest are also very, very impressive. So you have a lot to be proud of.
Yes.
And as we said before, and I think you referenced it earlier, the college, County College of Morris, has always had a wonderful relationship with William Paterson University. We probably have more students going to William Paterson than any of the other state colleges. Kind of nip and tuck with Montclair, again, probably because of proximity more than anything else. But and our students are always very pleased with the way they're treated in terms of the transfer process. As many people know, we have a statewide agreement for transfer, which guarantees community college students who complete an Associate in Arts or Associate in Science degree automatic junior standing and exactly half of the credits toward a baccalaureate degree, and completion of all general education requirements as a result of that agreement. And I must say that William Paterson, I think, was the first university actually to implement it a semester early and to try to make sure that all the bugs were worked out so that when it went into effect, it would be very successful, and I have to say it has been very, very successful. So we're very grateful to the university for that. And I think we probably have more articulation agreements with William Paterson than any other college, and we have articulation agreements with many, all of which are on our website, of course, as well. But again, it's really been a wonderful relationship, and we thank you for what your people have done to facilitate the transfer process for our students.
Well, thanks for mentioning that, because I think it's so important, and people work hard to get those articulation agreements into place, because the main goal is to help a student move without losing credits, and it takes faculty cooperating with faculty from your institution and mine to make that happen. So I think they've worked really hard to stay focused on benefiting the student, and we take up to 70 credits that can come in toward the baccalaureate degree from transfer students. And I, before coming over here today, I looked at how your students were doing at William Paterson University, and I want to tell you they're doing very, very well. They make a good transition. They move through with their degrees. They are graduating. They picked some tough majors and concentrations, and they've done very, very well. So we're pleased to have your students. They come well prepared for William Paterson.
Well, thank you for that. We like to think so. We're very proud of our students, and again, I would mention as well that I think William Paterson has been especially generous with scholarship assistance for transfer students.
Yes.
Probably has more scholarships for Phi Theta Kappa winners, for example, than the other colleges in the state. So we're very grateful for that.
Well, anything we can do. You know, we of course, resources are limited, but we have provided scholarships to transfer students to give them a real incentive and to help with tuition so that they can continue to move forward with their degree. And I hope one of the goals of my presidency is to raise more money from the private sector devoted specifically to scholarships for students. I think that's something that we really owe the young people of New Jersey, so that they can finish their degrees.
Right. And the other thing I think that you've done especially well is the kind of instant decision days. I think your admissions people come to our campus 2 or 3 times a year, sit down with our students, and if they have their academic records with them, can really make a decision on the spot to admit them to the university, which is very powerful.
Well, that's great. You know, I had heard we did that, and I'm glad we're doing it. And I think there's nothing better than a student to get a quick answer to a student's request and then make their decision and move on. So I think it's excellent that we work together on that. Yeah, we'll continue that.
We'll continue to do that, and there's so many other things that we can work on as well that you and I will have a chance to talk about in subsequent meetings, I'm sure.
Yeah.
That wraps up this edition of Campus Connect. Thank you, Dr. Kathleen Waldron, for sharing information about William Paterson University. For more information about the programs and admissions into William Paterson University, please visit their website at wpunj.edu, and you can always visit the website of County College of Morris at ccm.edu. I'd like to know your thoughts about today's program and ask you to share your comments and thoughts with me. You can write to me, Ed Yaw, at County College of Morris, 214 Center Grove Road, Randolph, New Jersey, 07869, or email me at eyaw@ccm.edu. Thanks again for tuning in. I'm Ed Yaw. We'll see you again next time on Campus Connect on Morris Educational Television.